Hey Yankees fans, how's it going? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you're one of the die-hard fans and haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. We're aiming for 20,000 subscribers, and your support would mean the world to us. Now, let's talk about some exciting updates from the Yankees camp. They've made a major move by signing a new pitcher, and we'll dive into who he is in just a moment. Also, it looks like the Major League roster is almost set, with only a couple of players still up in the air, and there's a possibility they'll make their return soon. So, first up, the Yankees have just signed Ryan Yero to a Major League contract valued at $2 million, with an additional $500,000 in incentives. He spent time with both the Dodgers and Blue Jays last year, posting a solid 3.19 ERA over 44 appearances and almost 100 innings pitched. What stands out about Yero is his stint with the Blue Jays, where he posted a fantastic 2.11 ERA in 12 games. It's clear that his addition, along with Tim Hill as another lefty option, gives the Yankees some solid depth in the bullpen. Personally, I think this is a pretty smart move by the Yankees. Now, what's interesting is how the Yankees plan to utilize Yero. He's got experience as a starting pitcher in Tampa Bay, so I'm wondering if they'll look to him in that role, even though he hasn't started a game since 2023. While he's mainly been brought on as a reliever, there's always the chance he might step in as an occasional starter, especially given the current state of the Yankees' rotation. Clarke Schmidt is starting the season on the injured list, so Yero might end up playing a crucial role early on. Speaking of injuries, both Clarke Schmidt and Ian Hamilton are heading to the injured list. Initially, I was a little concerned about Schmidt, but it seems like it's not anything too serious. The team just wants him to build up more innings to get his arm ready, as he didn't get enough chances during spring training. So, the move to keep him on the IL at the start of the season makes sense. Now, let's take a look at the rotation. It seems like the starting five will be Max Fried, Rodon, Marcus Stroman, and Will Warren. Will Warren really impressed during spring training and earned a spot in the rotation, beating out Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco had a solid spring, but Will Warren's performance was just a bit stronger, and he's definitely reminding some fans of Michael King, a comparison that I've made before and one that others have echoed. Warren had a tough time in his 6 games with the Yankees last season, posting a 1.32 ERA, but this spring his numbers were better with a 4.19 ERA. His first few outings were solid, but his last couple of games weren't as sharp. Even so, he's shown that he's hungry for a spot on the roster, and it looks like the Yankees had no choice but to put him in the rotation. So for now, he'll be the 4th starter. Now let's talk about Carlos Carrasco. He had an amazing spring, pitching in 5 games and starting 4, with a 16.9 ERA in 16 innings. It's a feel-good story, and I truly wish him all the best this season. If he performs well, it's a win for everyone, as he's part of the team now, and his success would only help the Yankees. The starting rotation might look a bit different than we originally expected. It's a bit of a mixed bag with some players stepping up unexpectedly, while others are sidelined. One such player is Garrett Cole, who's out for the entire season. It's definitely disappointing because Cole had a stellar performance last season, especially in his final 12 games. As the team heads toward opening day, some faces we didn't anticipate seeing in the starting lineup have now secured their spots, and that's part of the unpredictability of the game. It's not all bad news, though, as there are some players who are making waves, one of whom has truly stood out this spring. This player has belted 6 home runs, driven in 12 RBIs, and boasts an impressive batting average and OPS. It's been an incredible spring for them, and after falling short of 30 home runs last year, hitting 25 seems very achievable now. This player's development, especially in the catching role, is something to keep an eye on as the season progresses. But wait, there's another story that's just as remarkable. There's a player who was once pursuing a completely different career path, but has now made it onto the roster of a prestigious team. This player's journey is truly inspiring, and they've been making a big impact offensively this spring with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, and a solid batting average. At 29 years old, their story is a true testament to perseverance, and I think it's one to celebrate as they finally get the chance to play at the highest level after years in the minors. Additionally, some final roster decisions are still to be made, and there are a few players who are on the bubble. One player, in particular, started the spring strong but has since seen a decline in performance, and that's led to a bit of a drop in their batting average. While they're known for their defensive skills, their overall inconsistency might affect their standing on the roster. Meanwhile, another player, who isn't officially on the roster, has had a solid spring and could be a surprise addition. They've shown their ability to contribute both offensively and defensively, so it'll be interesting to see how the team handles these final decisions. Finally, as the roster takes shape, there's talk about the Yankees keeping an eye on players from other teams who are out of options. There's a chance they might look to bring in someone else after spring training wraps up, so it'll be fascinating to see how things play out. I know there's a lot of speculation among fans, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Leave your comments down below, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and take care. As we dive deeper into the spring training storylines, let's focus on some of the new faces and unexpected stars that have emerged from the Yankees camp. It's that time of year where some players surprise everyone, shaking up the expected depth chart and bringing a breath of fresh air to the roster. Whether it's a player with a strong spring performance or one making a comeback from injury, the team dynamics are shifting. These changes could play a pivotal role as we head into the opening day of the season. One of the most significant surprises has been the outstanding performance of the team's newest additions, especially when it comes to batting. There's one player in particular whose offensive numbers have been hard to ignore. With 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, and an OPS that is through the roof, this athlete has certainly made a name for themselves in a short period of time. The expectations were high for this individual going into the spring, but they far exceeded those, showing a level of power that could play a major role in the Yankees' offense this season. Last year, the player had their sights set on hitting 30 home runs, but fell short. Though this spring, hitting 25 home runs seems like a real possibility. If they reach that mark, it would be a huge step forward in their career. But it's not just about power. This player has been showing solid development behind the plate as well. They've worked hard to improve their catching skills, and the progress has been evident during spring training. The ability to combine offensive firepower with defensive reliability is something the Yankees have been looking for, and this player is proving they can be an asset in both aspects of the game. The buzz around this player is palpable, and many fans are optimistic about the contributions they could make to the team this season. They could be the kind of player who steps up in the clutch, hits crucial home runs, and provides that needed spark when the team faces adversity. But let's not forget about another inspiring story that has unfolded this spring. There's a player whose journey is truly remarkable. Once, they were on a completely different career path, but after years of hard work, they've made it onto the roster of one of the most storied franchises in Major League Baseball. This player's story is a testament to determination and perseverance, as they've spent years honing their craft in the minors, waiting for the moment they would finally get the chance to show what they could do at the highest level. Now, that moment has arrived, and they've taken full advantage of it. This spring, the player has showcased impressive offensive numbers, hitting 3 home runs, driving in 8 RBIs, and putting up a solid batting average. But perhaps even more remarkable than the numbers is the sheer excitement surrounding their inclusion in the roster. It's an inspiring tale, one that could captivate fans and serve as a reminder of how hard work and persistence can pay off, even when the odds are stacked against you. At 29 years old, this player is just getting started, and it's clear that they're hungry for more. This is the kind of player who could end up being a fan favorite for years to come, and I'm sure there will be many people rooting for them as they take the field. Moving on to other roster decisions, the Yankees' final cuts are always a topic of much discussion. Fans, coaches, and analysts alike will all be closely watching these final decisions as the roster takes shape. Some players are considered locks to make the team, but there are always a few who end up surprising everyone by securing a spot. This spring, a few players who were on the fence have really stepped up, showing that they're capable of competing at the highest level. It's not always about putting up gaudy numbers, but more about how a player contributes to the team's overall success. For one player, who had a strong start to the spring, their performance has begun to decline, and that's raised some questions about their standing. Known for their defensive prowess, this player's bat has been the area where they've struggled. Their slow start in spring training has made it clear that they need to improve offensively to earn their spot. But what's interesting is that this player has historically been a slow starter. In previous seasons, they've managed to turn it around and perform better as the season progresses. The Yankees will have to weigh that history against their current performance. There's still a lot of time for this player to prove their worth, and it'll be interesting to see whether they can make the necessary adjustments before the season begins. Meanwhile, there's another player who wasn't originally part of the roster, but has made a strong case for inclusion. With solid offensive stats and a reliable defensive performance, this player has shown they can contribute in meaningful ways. Their versatility and consistent play have caught the attention of the coaching staff, and there's a good chance that they could make the final cut. It's always exciting when a player rises up from the ranks, and this particular individual might just be one of those feel-good stories of the spring. In the meantime, the Yankees are also keeping an eye on other teams as they make their final roster decisions. There are always players who get cut because they're out of options, and the Yankees may be able to scoop up some valuable talent from those teams. The question remains, will the Yankees be able to snag someone who can help fill any gaps on the roster? This is where things get interesting, and the Yankees may be able to make a sneaky move that bolsters their depth as they head into the season. Another aspect that's important to keep in mind is how the Yankees are managing their injuries. While Clarke Schmidt and Ian Hamilton are on the injured list, the team is carefully monitoring their recovery to ensure that they're ready to contribute when the time comes. It's frustrating to see key players start the season on the IL, but the team is being cautious to avoid any setbacks. With such a long season ahead, it's crucial that the Yankees give these players the time they need to recover fully. Clarke Schmidt, in particular, has shown potential, and the Yankees are hopeful that he can get back on track once he's fully healthy. Looking at the bigger picture, the Yankees are in a good position heading into the season. They have a strong core of players, with some fresh faces who are eager to prove themselves. There's no doubt that the Yankees will be a competitive team this year, and the roster decisions being made now will play a significant role in determining their success. As opening day approaches, all eyes will be on these final decisions, and fans will be eagerly awaiting the official announcement of the team that will take the field. With all the uncertainty around who will make the roster, one thing is for sure. The Yankees are gearing up for an exciting season. They have the talent, the drive, and the determination to compete at the highest level, and fans are already buzzing with excitement about what's to come. As always, we can expect some surprises along the way, and that's what makes baseball so thrilling. The game is unpredictable, and anything can happen once the season kicks off. We've seen it time and time again, and I have no doubt that we'll be talking about some incredible moments throughout the year. As we wrap up spring training, the Yankees are ready to face the challenges ahead. There's a lot of work to be done, but there's also plenty of optimism surrounding this team. With new additions, key players returning from injury, and a few surprise performances, the Yankees are shaping up to be a force to be reckoned with. Opening day is almost here, and the excitement is building. Let's see what the future holds for this team and how they'll perform when it matters most. The journey is just beginning, and I'm sure there are many more stories to come. Thank you for following along with all the updates. We'll keep you posted on any breaking news and roster moves as we approach opening day. It's an exciting time to be a Yankees fan, and I can't wait to see what the season holds. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of the roster moves and performances so far? Who are you most excited to watch this season? Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In the world of baseball, where the spotlight often shines on power hitters and legendary pitchers, the New York Yankees have set their sights on one of the most exciting players in recent years. Bobby Witt Jr., the Kansas City Royals star shortstop, has become an unstoppable force, shattering records and creating a buzz around the MLB. But the Yankees' interest in Witt goes beyond his incredible performances. This is about securing a generational talent who could redefine the franchise for years to come. Witt's rise has been nothing short of spectacular. From his impressive debut in 2022 to his back-to-back 30-30 seasons in 2023 and 2024, he has cemented his place among the league's elite. In 2024, He not only led the majors with a .332 batting average, but also made history by becoming the first shortstop ever to achieve 230 to 30 seasons. Along with his Gold Glove and Silver Slugger awards, Witt's performance has caught the attention of scouts and executives from around the league, including the Yankees. What makes the Yankees' pursuit of Witt even more intriguing is the timing of their interest. Despite Witt signing a record-breaking $288.7 million contract extension with the Royals in February 2024, the Yankees are undeterred. The extension includes opt-out clauses that allow Witt to test free agency after several seasons, providing the Yankees with an opening to make their move when the time is right. The team, known for making bold moves, has been exploring ways to add young, dynamic talent to their roster, and Witt fits the bill perfectly. As the Royals' postseason run in 2024 ended in disappointment against the Yankees, Witt's future with the team was thrust into the spotlight. While his individual performances were stellar, including his 3-game sweep against the Orioles, his struggles in the AL Division Series against the Yankees left many wondering whether the Royals can continue to build around him. This uncertainty has given the Yankees an opportunity to capitalize on the situation and explore what it would take to bring Witt to New York, where his electrifying style of play could thrive in the bright lights of Yankee Stadium. The Yankees' pursuit of Bobby Witt Jr. is more than just about signing a star. It's about making a statement to the rest of the league. As the MLB offseason continues, all eyes will be on this potential blockbuster move. Will the Yankees be able to pull off the impossible and convince Witt to leave Kansas City? Or will the Royals retain their superstar for the foreseeable future? One thing is certain. The baseball world will be watching closely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.